Can't turn it off from infrared, but
That's right, no. So what do you think happens to you when you die?
Wormfield, basically. Yeah.
You don't believe in a heaven or a hell or an afterlife?
I don't believe in the afterlife, no.
So when
Reincarnation, I don't believe any of that, I think. The whole Big Bang Theory.
you believe in the Big Bang?
I do, yes.
Do you know what the Big Bang is and what it means?
Science, well, not exact science behind it, but obviously neutrons and microns that obviously come together and made the Big Bang, and then obviously planets and whatnot were made out of that. And then
Where did the atoms and the neutrons and all these small particles come from?
that's a question I couldn't possibly answer. Obviously, that's way above
Sure.
my education levels.
Sure. So there's a kind of you say you're not a religious person.
I'm
You
not,
don't have
no,
any
no.
faith, no. But you have to have some sort of faith to believe in nothing created nothing to then have something appear that then created this whole universe. So I would say then to you, if you saw a car in the middle of the road, would you say that it appeared out of nothing?
Well, not technically, no, because it's man-made, isn't it? You know what I mean?
right,
So, I mean, it's the age-old question: what came first, the chicken or the egg, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah. So,
So yeah, exactly. So we see a car, we know it has a designer. Obviously, I'm from a church, and I'm out here trying to say to people that we look around us. In the Bible, it says we are without excuse when it comes to God. We can live in ignorance, but we look around us, and we know that there is some sort of design there. The fact that this happened out of sheer accident is a belief of the man. So you have faith to believe that nothing created everything, is what I would say. We're here to show you that actually God created everything. So what has stopped you from believing in God? What is the evidence?
truthfully, I've never believed in them from the way I was brought up.
Okay.
Yeah, so obviously I've not. Obviously, I were christened,
All right.
but the family obviously were never churchgoers. If you know what I mean, we never brought up that lifestyle. So brought up in the faith way, but obviously we're not.
I'd say to you that being Christian doesn't mean that you're a Christian or believe that you're going to get into heaven at all.
No, yeah.
I'd say really it's just a practice of religion that means nothing really. It's something brought in later on in the years that we can't hold to. So, do you believe you're a community support officer?
I am, yes.
Do you believe that people are good?
I like to think generally most people, yes. Unfortunately, there's a few bad eggs out there, hence why it pays my job.
So, would you believe then, as a Christian, do you think that all good people are going to heaven?
Again, that's the thing really I can't really answer, is it? It's since I'm a non-believer, you know what I mean, so I can't really say
No.
everybody's going to go upstairs and obviously the naughty people are going to go downstairs, you know what I mean? It's,
So I'll tell you what the Bible says about all of this. So that God created everything, and that do you know Adam and Eve?
I do,
So
yes.
that through sin and rebellion, they rebelled against God and His plan for them, and this brought sin in. So that by birth, we all have sin within us. And I could probably prove that to you by asking you a few simple questions if you'd like to be further interviewed. So you believe you're a good person?
I like to think so, yes.
Have you ever lied?
I think everybody's probably lied at some point in their life, haven't they?
Absolutely.
I'd be lying to say if I would say no, you know what I mean?
And what do you call a liar? Or someone who's lied.
Somebody obviously is not telling the truth.
Yeah, a liar. Yeah, that's right. I told you. Have you ever looked at a person in a lustful way?
Other than my girlfriend.
Yeah.
No.
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 Have you ever looked at pornography?
Probably, well, I'm a full-blooded male, aren't I? Yeah. So I'm not going to tell a lie. Yeah, how about that?
And the Bible says that if you ever look at a person in a lustful way, pornography, you commit adultery in the heart. Okay, so it starts there, and then it works its way out. Have you ever stolen anything?
No, definitely not.
Okay, fair enough. Can I believe you because you just told me you lied? No, you go.
You can certainly believe me on that one.
And have you ever used God's name in vain?
You know what? I probably do, and I probably still would.
Oh, fair enough. Okay,
Oh, sorry, Alex.
that's all right.
Go ahead.
You can pause it.
Sorry about that.
Cool. Play. So you've used the Lord's name in vain, yeah?
I have, yes.
Would you use your mum or dad's name in vain?
No, because there's probably no context I can probably...
No, exactly. And why wouldn't you do that?
Like I said, there's no context. It's just a strange phrase to say,
No, but you...
John Lynn.
Yeah,
You know
sure.
what I mean?
And you wouldn't use your parents' name in vain because you respect them and love them, right?
That's correct, yeah,
They
yeah.
brought you into this world. Likewise, God, we believe that God brought you into this world. He created you. You're made in His image, as are your parents. So to use His name in vain, yikes. So if we were to compare you against these 10 commandments, you have told me that you're a lying, thieving, blasphemous, adulterer at heart. So if you were standing before God at Judgment Day... that's fine. No, I respect that, man. So if you were standing before God, do you think you'd go to heaven or hell?
Well, neither, really, like I said. I mean, I'm not a believer in that thing, but
Okay.
I'd like to think if I'm a good person, then
So you've just told me that you're a liar.
maybe it's up between the middle.
Well, by God's standards, so He gave us the 10 Commandments there, as what we went through, to show everyone's going to fail that, right? So there's no hope for them, really. If everyone's going to fail that, they're all condemned to hell. Because the Bible says that in our sin, we have to pay, and the wage of sin is death. So once you've failed at those 10 Commandments, eek, goodbye. Likewise, if you're in court of law, if I were to say before a judge, you have stolen something, you're being tried for that,
Yep.
not for the good things you've done. The criminal can't say to you, but look at all these good things. It's actually, no, you're being tried for this, right? So when we look at that and we look at what the bad stuff that I've done, you've done, Ollie's done here, everyone, you can very quickly get a bit delusional and think, no. But the Bible says there is hope. I mean, do you know what that hope is?
Truthfully, no, because like I said, I've never ever read the Bible, so...
Okay, no, this is good to know. This is good to know. A bit of knowledge for you here. So the Bible says that Jesus paid for your sin through the death. He paid for that through His blood. So He died on the cross. Died on the cross. That's right. There you go. He died on the cross and He paid for your sin, so that when you believe in Him, His blood pays for your sin, and when God looks at you, He doesn't see the sinner, the liar, the blasphemer, but He sees Christ, who lived a perfect life. And the way we do that is through faith. So that it says it's not through it's through faith that we are saved. We go to heaven, not through works, not through being good. Otherwise, we could all boast about our good works, and then we're not believing in God. We're not giving Him the glory. So that is sort of the crux of Christianity. If at the moment it would be like you standing in a plane and then jumping out and flapping your hands trying to save yourself by your good works.
Yep.
But the Bible says it's given you a parachute through Jesus. So that when you put your faith in Him, you put the parachute on, and you can trust that the parachute will save you. So I'm not going to ask you to give a profession of faith or anything, but would you at least go away and think about that?
Probably lied to you if I said I would do, but like I said, I mean, I'm not,
No, fair enough. Yeah. If I gave you like a small leaflet, and one day you can keep it in your drawer, and one day you might think, there's a little prompting there.
I'll be happy to take a leaflet off you, yes.
All right, okay, well, thank you. I appreciate your time. Right.
No worries.